Good morning, guys. Welcome back to my channel. As I'm seeing the viewfinder, I'm realizing how dark my eyebrows are today. I don't know if maybe it's just the camera or if they're like that every day. But anyway, sorry about that. It's been a while since I have filmed. Well, let me rephrase that. It's been a while since I uploaded. It hasn't been a while since I filmed. I had like 7 videos that I just deleted all the footage of because every time I've started filming since the last time I uploaded, actually I think the last video I uploaded I wasn't happy with, but I uploaded it anyway. Everything is so down and drowsy with me right now, and I can just see it in my videos, and I think I'm just being like, I don't think it's actually that down in the videos that I film. I just feel very tired and depressed. I'm not depressed, but in a way that's just my mood the last few days or weeks. So I don't even know when the last time I actually updated you guys was, but after I was diagnosed with an overactive thyroid and put on meds for that, I stopped taking my meds on my own because I was told it was only going to last for 6 months postpartum, and in February I was about 6 months postpartum. I stopped breastfeeding, so I was hoping that my hormones and my thyroid would just go back to normal like I was told repeatedly that they would. Well, I stopped taking it, and then I didn't get my period for 3 months, and I gained 30 pounds from November to November, December, January, February, March. From November to March, I gained 30 pounds. Didn't change my diet, I was working out consistently. I was tracking, trying to get ahead of it because I didn't know. I had stopped tracking, which is what I thought was making me gain weight after the initial shock of losing my brother. But none of that fixed anything. I started tracking again. My emotions I thought were fine. What, Bella? Went in and talked to the doctor because, I mean, weight gain when you've struggled with your weight your entire life is really detrimental to your mental health, especially when you know that you're working so hard at even just trying to keep it level. Like, at that point, I wasn't even worried about losing it. I was worried about why was I gaining it. And on top of that, I didn't have a period, which I had stopped breastfeeding 2 months before that I actually saw the doctor. And before that I was only like, I wasn't producing much milk at all, and I had had a menstrual cycle once while full-time exclusively breastfeeding. So I just didn't understand, and I wanted my levels of my thyroid and my PCOS and it all to be checked out, because with all of my autoimmune disorders, weight gain and missed menstrual cycles, it's all very common. But if it started acting up again, we needed to get it under control too. So I went in and I talked to her. She did some blood work, and at that point in time I was diagnosed with Hashimoto's thyroidism, or thyroiditis, whatever you want to call it. So I went on meds for that, and I was on the lowest dose of Synthroid that they can put me on for an entire month. I went back in, had my levels checked, and it did absolutely nothing. Actually, my levels went up. So my thyroid was just overriding the thyroid medication. Like, I don't know what. Like, it was just like not working at all. It wasn't doing anything. So she upped it. So I was on 25 mcgs for a month. Didn't do anything. So she upped it by double and did it for 50 mcgs for an entire month. And lo and behold, I went back in and had them checked at the end of that month, and I am now technically an overactive, but I feel better than I felt when it was underactive, even though my numbers are showing that I am overactive, but I have gained weight. I'm menstruating, which is good, like that's a good thing, but any other symptoms that I have are not pointing to the fact that my body's actually in overactive now. Now fast forward to Kaven's birthday party, and I ate a piece of cake, which she told me when we were figuring all this medicine out. She said she's like, I want you to do gluten, dairy, and soy free, which I think I've talked to you guys about. I think one of the last videos that I filmed and posted was me literally loading up on all the stuff that I could to make my life easier going into this new diet. And that's where my struggle really came in, because my mental health was already going down the drain, and then you add in super restriction when I was already feeling restricted on top of it. It's just, it didn't work out well. Well, I was doing the best I could with that diet, whatever. I made a gluten-free cake for Kaven's birthday party. Tom's mom bought gluten-free pizza for me, but they had dairy, and the cake had a lot of sugar. I mean, I made it homemade, but the icing alone had more sugar than I usually consume in like a week. So I figured that after I ate it, I was like bent over in stomach pain. I figured that between the dairy that I don't have a lot of and the sugar that I don't have a lot of, probably just threw my system out of whack, because I don't have it very often. I cut it all out. Well, fast forward to last week, I still had it, and Kaven's birthday party was on the 8th of August. Like, that's, I don't even know how many weeks of stomach pain after every single meal. So I did some research and realized on my own, without any doctor's help, because through this entire thing, she's kind of just saying, it's normal, I don't know what to do, we're sending you to a different doctor, whatever. She did send me to an endocrinologist, but they couldn't get me in until November. So I'm basically doing all of my own research and making all of my own choices at this point without consulting my doctor. I did try to schedule a second opinion appointment, but my insurance won't cover it, and frankly, financially, that's just not an option. To pay for a doctor's visit and all that testing and all that possible medication that he's gonna want to put me on, like, that's just not financially possible. If it was one visit, that's different, but I know that my insurance, if my insurance isn't going to cover that visit, it's not going to cover anything prescribed by him, because he's not my primary. So I'd be paying co-pays and full fees out the butt of those visits and those tests and all those tests. I end up paying for all of that out of pocket, so I just decided not to. She did do an ultrasound. Oh wait, let me rephrase that. After I started eating dairy, doing my own research, I was still having stomach pain. Just, it wasn't as bad. It's almost like I can get through till lunch, but it just seems like the more food I put into my system, the harder of a time my body has processing it. And then that's when my stomach, I get like severe bloat, severe stomach pain. It's in my lower abdominal section. It's in my right side. The problem is early in the day now. Breakfast is like, I love breakfast time because I can actually eat and get things done without being in severe pain. Now today, she did order an ultrasound, but she said everything looks normal. So I requested more testing, and I am just waiting to hear back from her to see if she'll approve it. I don't know. Everyone's saying that she probably won't, but at 11 years old, she was gonna send me for an MRI because of headaches that I still have today, on top of more symptoms that she should have an MRI done. There's so many things that you can't see on an ultrasound that don't get picked up until people have an MRI done for something completely different, and then all of a sudden, oh, well, you have this problem with your liver, oh, you have this problem with your kidney. I don't know. That's why I haven't, I need to go fix this eyebrow, because it is, I guess in this light, it's not as bad. It must just be the way that I was sitting. I just figured I would take you guys along for a realistic day in the life. I have to go pick up my meds and stuff today. Right now, Kaven's still asleep, and I don't feel very good, so I'm just gonna relax until he wakes up. And then we're gonna head to town, and then when we come back, I'm gonna get as much stuff as I can get done before I need to eat lunch. And that's how I've been surviving the last few days, because like this whole hair done and makeup done and everything and workout, like I worked out this morning, showered, and did my hair and makeup, and that happened yesterday, but before that it didn't happen for weeks because I just didn't feel good. So I'm finally starting to get a hang of like my windows of opportunity. It's not even just the kids at this point, between my body and the kids and needing to go to doctor's appointments and needing to go to the store and all of this stuff. It's just been really hard to find the time. I do have a headache today, which isn't gonna help my situation, but I need to just push through so I can get my stuff done for the day, because mentally that's the only way I'm staying sane, is making sure my house is clean, because I don't have any control over anything else. But I'll talk to you guys when we're ready to leave for the store. They're all set up and ready to go. Like I said, I have to go pick up my meds and
go to the grocery store?
Yeah, we have to run to the store. My stomach is already starting to bother me, so I hope that I'm not too bad by the time I get back, because I still have stuff to do. But I am just not in the mood to do anything, so I'm hoping that if I run to town and even get myself a coffee or something, that I just feel emotionally a little bit better, because between, it's 12:30, I still haven't heard from my doctor, and I started my menstrual cycle this morning and my stomach's starting to hurt. It's just, it's all a lot, but we're gonna head to the store and hopefully listening to some music and getting some coffee that I did make at home, that I don't usually get, would make me feel a little bit better. So, we got back from the store and I, as you saw, put all of the stuff away and did the dishes and all of that stuff. I stopped filming. Keep going. There's more stuff, yeah.
Right here?
Yep. I stopped filming after the dishes because I figured that was probably a long enough montage for you guys so you didn't get bored. But then after the dishes, I just did normal stuff. Cleaned up the counters, put all the clean clothes that I folded away, made sure all the beds were made and everything. Bella and I did school. Right now she's picking up the toys so we can go for a walk because they dumped every single toy that they own out. Yes. So we are gonna go for a walk here soon before dinner. It's about 4:50. No, you're not. Keep going. There's more toys. Yeah, but there's more.
Right here?
Yep.
Right there?
Yep.
You mean right here, you say?
Yep, all of them. I don't know. My phone's charging.
These ones out.
Okay, if you're gonna play with them, they can stay out, but everything else.
Play with them.
Okay. I don't know when Tom's getting home. I was supposed to put a roast. Okay. Kaven's in one of the toy bins. But I don't know when Tom's gonna get home. Like I said, I was supposed to put a roast in the oven or in the crock pot this morning. And then I forgot because I was getting ready to leave and I didn't feel good, which I still don't feel good. I feel like I'm gonna be sick if I'm honest. But I have kiddos that need to get their energy out. I need to get my steps in for the day, and going for a 20-minute walk is a really good way to do both of those. If we don't go in the morning, I like to wait until the evening to go if we can, because it gets so hot in the afternoon right now. Keep going. And where we walk, there's like no shade, so it's pretty just straight sun. What? So, like I said, I like to wait till the evening. I don't know. Yeah, the Legos. So I don't know when Tom's gonna be home. So hopefully by the time that this whiny little girl finishes picking up her toys, we can go and get back. So yeah, I will see you guys when we go on our walk, because it's gonna be way too hard in here and way too loud to film our dinner. So see you guys then.